Good morning, everybody. About to get started with Fun Friday. Tune in, share this video. I'm a little bit, not really out of my element because I do arts and crafts all the time, but yeah, instead of doing music today, we're going to be doing some crafting. So tune in. As you come in, here's a couple of the materials I'm using. You're going to be using a empty roll. It could be a toilet paper roll. It can be a paper towel roll. I use deco mesh all the time. So this is an empty deco mesh roll. I like it because it's a little bit sturdier than toilet paper and paper towel rolls. So I'm using this today. I have paint, acrylic paints, just in case I feel like I want to decorate with some paint, but paint is not 100% necessary. You can also do some decorating with markers if you have markers. You're going to need to make a circle, so I found a top in the house that had the size circle that I needed to do my activity. So I have a circle. This is about maybe 4-inch diameter going across. Doesn't have to be, it just depends on the size of your roll, but this size will work with the little rolls I use and your toilet paper and paper towel rolls. Scissors, I got the kid-friendly scissors. Rubber bands, your girl does hair, so I always got the little hair rubber bands, but any rubber bands will do. Regular rubber bands are probably sturdier. Construction paper, the colors you want. Y'all see me, I got my red and black. You need aluminum foil. It don't matter if it's the Reynolds or the cheap kind, just need some foil. You need glue. Elmer's will do great. This is my favorite, Elmer's Extreme, because it works really good, holds really good. You need rice. I'm using brown rice because I don't typically cook brown rice, so I'm trying to use up some of this brown rice here. And let me see what else you need. Oh, some sort of ribbon. Not wire ribbon, but just some regular hair bow ribbon if you have it. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I also have some dazzles because I love a little bit of bling. This is not necessary. This is just Javon wanting to be extra creative with how I decorate. You need a pencil. And if you decide that you want to use some paint, of course you're going to need paintbrush. And that's it. So we're going to make rain sticks. And a rain stick is actually an instrument. And when you turn it upside down, it actually sounds like how the rain sounds. And I have like a little version of one that I've done before. And this is with a toilet paper roll. So it doesn't have the same effect as what mine will today because it's longer. But it makes like a little rain type of sound. So the longer the tube and the more rice you have, the more it's going to sound like rain. So I hope you can really get the effect of mine when I finish. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut my circles. So I'm going to take my circle and my pencil. And I want my circles to be black because I'm making a red and black rain stick. So what I'm going to do is take my paper. I have a half sheet. But an easy way to do this is take a full sheet, and because you need two, just fold it in half. Right? And then just draw your circle on one side. I know mine is black, but I can see the pencil. Draw your circle. If you use a dark color, you can go around a couple of times to make sure you can really see it. And then we cut. So you see I have 2 sheets of paper. Well, technically. So I'm just going to cut both of them out. And you do not have to be great at cutting. Have to be perfect, and then you have 2 circles. Okay, which is what you need. I didn't find a designated place for my trash. All right, so you have your 2 circles. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrunch up my circles, because a rain stick is wanted to have like a little withered look. I'm going to scrunch my circles, eyeballing them up in a little ball. You'll see the effect of it once it's done. Do your other one. It doesn't have to be perfect. And you got your 2 circles. All right, so that's done. Put that to the side. The next thing you need to do is wrap your tube. Now, some people like to paint their tube. I didn't want to get too messy. And 2, I thought it was easier to wrap. Kids want to paint, so you can paint. If you have paint, just keep it clean. But it's a lot cleaner to use construction paper. So I have my construction paper, and it looks as if this way is better. So we're going to wrap it vertically. So what's easier for me to do, I put my glue on the paper. Okay. So I start out, if it's open, if it would come out if it was open. Maybe. Am I not opening it? What's up with that? Okay, so I'm not going to get down with the extreme, because extreme don't want me to be great. Use my other Elmer's. And since I know it's going to at least be this length, I just glue. And I just add glue all the way up and down. Even if it's past where you want it to go, you can always cut the excess off so it doesn't matter. Cut the extra off, but just go ahead and add your glue and it'll help you wrap it a whole lot better. Take my tube, try to line it up as much as possible, and I don't start it at the very, very end, because you know the glue is gonna probably ooze. Make sure it's straight, as straight as possible. And you get that first little section glued on. I believe 10 seconds is the key for gluing. Just count to 10. It probably won't be totally dry, but it gives you a little bit of time to go by to make sure that it's a little bit dry so you can keep going. And you just wrap until your whole tube is covered. And you see mine is covered. Yours might take a little bit more of the paper depending on what type of roll you use. And then when I have it all the way covered, I will then cut the extra going up and down as straight as you can, but it doesn't have to be perfect. And then you just make sure you finish it up. If you need to add a little bit more glue like I do, just add a little bit, but just make sure it doesn't get too close to the end so it doesn't do too much oozing out. Make sure it's a thin coat. And complete it. You get a little bit on your hands, it's okay. And if you get a little bit on the outside, it's gonna dry, so you'll be good. All right, and so you might have some excess at the top or the bottom. What I do is I look on the inside and I just cut all the way down till I get to the tube. And it makes a little slit, and then you can better see what you need to cut off. And check it out again, and even if you have to go around, once you get it lower so you can see it. That works too. And ta-da! You have a completed roll. All right, so move your trash to the side. Now, there's gonna be some stuff that go on the inside. You're going to have rice to go on the inside, and you're also going to have foil go on the inside. What the foil does, it makes the helps make the rain sound, because rice by itself will kind of make it like a shaker, like maracas, and we don't really want the maraca sound because we're making a rain stick. So what we're going to do is add aluminum foil to the inside. So what you're going to do is take some aluminum foil, about this much. All right. And you're going to roll it as tight as you can. Just roll it, roll it, roll it. Until you get to the end. Scrunch it up real good. See that? Good morning, y'all. So, and then what I like to do is just wrap it around my finger some to give it like a little snake look, even though nobody's going to see it. It's going to be on the inside. And then trying to lengthen it up so that it can fit in your tube. Mine is really skinny, so trying to make sure that it gets to the point where it can fit inside. We're going to try it out and see. Have to be perfect. All right, let me see if it's going to fit. We hope that it fits, because I did this with toilet paper roll. Hey, looky there. So now you have that on the inside. It's probably not going anywhere, so it's already in there, pretty secure. Try to lengthen it a little bit. All right, there you are. I don't know if you can see that. Now we have to secure one of the sides. And remember these little round circles we have. Now what I like to do is I like to glue my circle on so I know that it's centered, because I'm kind of OCD and I hate to see stuff that's not centered. So what I'm going to do is just take my Elmer's glue and put it around the rim of my tube, just on one side. And then my first one, I'm just going to lay this down and find the middle myself. And when I think I'm at the middle, you can just hold it there securely for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then it's not done, but it gives me a little bit of start so I can keep it going. So I told you I want a withered look. So we already scrunched it up, but I'm also going to add some little frills to the end by cutting slits with my scissors. So they don't have to be perfect slits, but just to make it look kind of cool. So you just go along your circle, and you're still holding on to this so it can dry. Just going around your circle. Just cutting a little slit in your paper. It can be big ones, it could be little ones, it could be a mixture. It doesn't matter, because it's your creation. This is your thing. It could be whatever you want it to be. Alrighty. And then when you get done, you have to secure this, right? So all you do is hold it down. Does not have to be perfect at all. And I'm using my little hair rubber bands, and I'm going to wrap mine twice. If you're using a toilet paper roll or paper towel roll, it might not allow, it might not allow you to using these small rubber bands to wrap twice. That's why I say it's best to use the others, because it's more secure. And this don't even look like it want me to be great. There we go. Then you just pull it down just a tad. And then what you can do is pull these frills out a little bit to make it look jazzy. Yes. And there we have the first side of our rain stick. Okay. so. Trying to get some of my frills loose. All right. So now we have to add the rice. And I'm going to attempt to do this with my cup, because sometimes my cup will not let me be great. I'm going to try my best, because I have this little tiny hole. So I have a cup with my rice in it. You need something where you can easily pour it into it. These are a lot thicker, so it's no problem. If you use these little tiny rolls like this, I have a little issue. So that's why my cup is broken right here, so that it can better go in. And if you drop some, it's no big deal. Just pick them up off your mama floor or off the table. You don't have to fill it up, but it has to be enough where you can get that rain effect. All right, I think that's good. And then we secure the other side. So you already know what to do. You take your other circle. You take some glue, put it around the rim. Like so. Y'all see that? All right. Now, you can't put this face down, right, to be able to get it in the middle. So what I do is I just gauge it this way first. Nobody's going to see it if you have to move it around a little bit to get it in the middle. All right, and once you get it on there, you can turn it upside down carefully just to get it a real sturdy push there, counting to 10. All right, and then carefully slide it off the table and turn it back the other way, because you have to put your slits in. All right. And then while it's drying, just cut you some slits. Y'all doing okay? Are y'all staying safe? I hope y'all are staying safe. Stay home as much as possible. I'm a realist, so I do understand there might be some things you have to go outside to do. You know, I understand that after being home for a couple of weeks that you're going to need food. But please be smart, be vigilant. Make good choices. Just try not to be out there being reckless, because we all have families. Everybody wants to stay safe and clear of this coronavirus. So if everybody does their part, it could easily and quickly get out of here. All right, so I got my slits. Now you already know what to do. Let's close it up at the top. Doing 2 twists of the rubber band. And push it down a little so it doesn't fly off. And then take these edges, like I'm doing here. Take these edges, these frills, and pull them out. So and there you have it, my friends. A rain stick. I don't know if y'all are hearing it. It's very faint. Trying to shake it up in there. All right. So there you have it. Now, everything else is all up to you and what you do. But this is the premise of the rain stick. And what you do is just decorate it. So I'm going to be adding a couple of things while I'm on the live so that you can see what it's like to decorate. I'm going to start with the body. You see how in the back it has where the paper came together? So that's going to be considered the back of the rain stick for me, okay? So most of what I do is probably going to be around the front side of it, all the major stuff I do. But I'm using this as a guide to know like where to put my ribbon and things of that sort. I stay away from the back. I focus on the front. So let's see. I want to do some polka dots. Now I did red paper. So everything that I do is probably going to be black and white on my red paper because I use black for the top, and I'm going to be using some white ribbon, so I want to incorporate both. So I'm just going to do some polka dots. Now you do not have to have a steady hand to do polka dots. I don't have a steady hand at all. At all. But what I do have is something that we have in our houses all the time. Ooh. That people don't typically use for an art supply. And that is Q-tips. Q-tips are not just for ears. They're also for art. So I'm just going to take, let me get one of my other ones. Some Q-tips have the pointy ends and fat ends. And I definitely want to use, I don't have any pointy ends in here. But I prefer to use the pointy ends to do polka dots. So I'm just going to take one of the closest to being pointy ends. Put a little dab. And just dab. They won't be perfect, but they'll be close. Just don't put too much on there so it's not dripping. You don't want drip. Just keep it going, adding polkas. When I feel like my Q-tip is getting kind of old and those fibers start coming out, I just get a new Q-tip. Alright, I'm gonna stop with the white, and I'm not really gonna go to the back. I might do a little bit on the back when it dries. I got the black. Look how much is on there. Not a whole lot. And you just keep going. You could draw pictures, you could draw hearts, whatever you want on yours. There we go. Looking good, girl. And I use my pinky for sturdiness. Kind of like how they do at the nail shop for people that got bad nerves and can't do stuff without shaking, like myself. It gives you better circles. I want this all around, so let's see if I can go to the back some. Make sure I don't mess up one of the front ones, right? It's just like, told y'all I'm OCD, so this bothers me. Yep, I messed up one. So I'm gonna be more careful here and stay in one place. But it's still gonna be cute. All right, let me put a few more white ones and we in there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna add my ribbon, let you see what that looks like. And then you can play your instruments. Let me do one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, carefully. You can see where I kind of messed up one. There we are. Kind of hit that rain in there. Ta-da! All right, I'm gonna add some ribbon to it. It's not really necessary because I use black rubber bands and I also used black paper, so the rubber bands are kind of camouflaged. But just to show you, you can do something else with it. Y'all know I tell y'all this OCD is not good for me. Alright, so I have this thin ribbon like this. And you can take, I might only use white because that red kind of might not match. Probably what I'm gonna do is I want to leave it frilly at the end. I don't want a bow, so I'm going to probably cut it to here, right here, and then I'm gonna make several pieces. So I'm gonna cut another one the same length, and this is how I do that. I just follow it down and cut and do that same thing again. Line it up, follow it down and cut. They won't be perfect, but then when you get done, you can make sure they all are even. See, it's 3. I think 3 is good. And I'm just gonna wrap them around. I feel like I might have made them too small. Smaller than I wanted. And I'm going to take all 3 and just knot them. So I tie the first time, that's a tie. And I do it the second time, that's a knot. If I can get all 3 of them in there, that would be wonderfully great. Oh, Lord. Hold on, I'm coming, y'all. Easier said than done. Could it be true? Are they all there? Go figure, it's one of them that didn't come through, right? Almost there, guys. And take it loose and try it again because I wanted to write. I might need to make them a little bit longer. make them a little bit longer. So I'm going to take one that I had and make it longer. And then just cut the excess off once I get it tied. And I'm going to go ahead and cut 6 of them because I have to have it for the bottom too. Well, it looks like I'm cutting not 6 of them because I don't know if I'm going to have enough for 6. We gonna see. The Lord shall supply. He shall supply. Let's see what we got. We might have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's 6. If not, we'll go back and count it again later. All right. So now they're longer. It's a little bit more to manage. Easier to manage, sorry. So you tie one time and then tie a second time for the knot. One more to come through. Oh, there it goes. I don't know why that last one, no, they don't want to come through for the girl. Okay, here we go. Make sure it is knotted. Let me make it a little tighter. Tell y'all, well, I'm the wrong person to do art activities. Y'all will be dealing with me all day long trying to make stuff symmetrical and foolishness. Just gotta have it right. There we go. That's better. And then you can cut them all the same length if you would like. If it's gonna bother you like it's probably gonna bother me. Okay. Then flip it upside down and do the same thing on the other side. Make sure I got the right 3. A long 3. And you line it up with the others. One of these is a little shorter. Probably got the wrong one. There we go. Tie it once. And the second time you come on. Tell you this thing don't want me to be great, honey. One more time. Line them up. Tie it once. Get it tight. As tight as you can hold it. And then take it through. And knot. And then cut the excess ribbon. If you have any. Ta-da! All done, ladies and gentlemen. This is a rain stick. So just a recap, because I know some people that just probably came in and didn't see the whole video. So this was a rain stick craft activity, and all you needed was some sort of roll. This is a ribbon roll, an empty ribbon roll. But you can use empty toilet paper roll. I know y'all got those. Empty paper towel rolls. I know y'all have those. Don't throw them away because they're good for craft activities. And the one I do on next Friday is going to use we're going to really use a toilet paper roll. So don't throw them away. So you have these. You need one of these. It doesn't matter the length because you can make a rain stick with either one, the short ones or the long ones. The effect is better when you use the long ones, but you can use the short ones too. You also need construction paper of whatever colors that you want. I use black and red today. You need something to decorate your body of your rain stick with. Markers, paint, dazzles if you want to dazzle it some. Whatever, just something to decorate with. Some people decorate with that different types of duct tape. You know, duct tape has different designs, and so people use that now. Glitter, you can like paint the glue on and then roll your toilet paper roll or your paper towel roll in glitter. You can do that. You can do so many things. So just something that you can decorate with. Paint, markers, glitter, or dazzles. You need scissors, child-friendly scissors. You need glue, not glue stick. Well, glue stick could work, but regular Elmer's old school glue is like the best to do this activity. It's sturdy enough, and it it's easy to peel off the hands. You need aluminum foil. Okay. And the aluminum foil is for the insert for your rain stick to give it that little rain sound. And then lastly, you need some sort of ribbon if you would like to tie ribbon around the top to secure, and rubber bands. All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to Fun Fridays with Javon. I hope we had a good time learning how to make the rain stick. There's no mistakes in art, guys, when it comes to you being creative. You making it, it's yours. Nobody can tell you that it's wrong. Even if you don't end up making yours look like mine, or end up where you feel like it's perfect, because it probably will never be perfect. At least you know that you use your own creativity to make it, right? All right, next Friday, we're going to be doing a bug with a toilet paper roll. I have one here. This is a ladybug that I did. Don't ask me why I keep doing red and black things. Y'all know why. But this is a little ladybug. And so this is what we're going to be doing on Friday of next week. Very simple. Save your toilet paper rolls. If you don't have construction paper, you can use paint. We can also do a different bug other than the ladybug, butterfly, bumblebee, something like that. So, yeah, we're not only limited to the ladybug. So I kind of show you those things on the next time. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all stay safe this weekend. Love y'all. See y'all Monday for Music Mondays with Javon. Peace.